How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Rads. Let's talk today Nottingham Forest and transfers. Of course, second time this week I've done one of these videos, so you can tell Forest are getting busy and, well, just what we normally do really, just go crazy at the end of the transfer window. Hopefully not that crazy. We have now made what is our seventh, technically eighth signing of the window in Alex MORENO, coming in from Aston Villa on a season-long loan with a buy option. Now, of course, this is a bit different to the profile of player I've been signing so far this window. If you look at it, Moreira is literally a kid, really. Miguel, kind of one of the older ones, but he's still at a good age. Milenkovic is exactly the same. Silva and Sosa are not at all old players, and I mean, the next player that I'm going to talk about in this video isn't old either. So Moreno, when I say old, he's only 31. It's not like we're signing somebody who's completely on their way out, but you get the idea. He's definitely more of an experienced head in terms of the players who've bought in this window so far. And I feel that's definitely needed. You do need to have some of that, and I feel we've addressed an area that was really becoming a bit of an issue for us. I think everybody's going on about striker, but fullback, I think, is an area that is definitely the most important besides striker. Just to say, if you could please like and subscribe to the channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, that's all I've really got to say, to be honest. Please support the channel. Thank you. Left back now, we are very much covered there. We've got obviously Ola Aina, who is fantastic. One of the best free bits of business we've done in a very long time, in my opinion. He is, for me, still our first choice. Alex Moreno, though, hopefully can push him a lot more than Harry Toffolo. Now, I'm going to be the first to say that I do like Toffolo. I think he's a good player and a fantastic role model for the club, but we probably can do better than him. So of course this is going to limit his game time, which is a shame. And I don't think we should be letting him go either, because I think, you know, two fullbacks on either side is good, but having a third one, whether it's just a left back or not, I think that's important, just to have that extra option. And obviously Nico Williams can play on the left too, so we are very much covered when it comes to that area of the pitch. The right is a little bit more concerning, I suppose, but I do feel maybe we don't want to sign somebody. I know we were linked with Gonzalo Montiel, and I could see us signing a right back, only I feel that's kind of getting to the area where we're maybe overloading the squad again, which I don't want us to do at all. Okay, Nico is the only real choice there, and Moreira is the second choice, and he's also technically a winger. But if you think about it, Ola Aina can comfortably play there. Now we've got Moreno. If we have to put Aina on the right, which is actually his natural side, then we can comfortably put Nico on the left, or even Toffolo. So that should actually cover it. Plus, Milenkovic can actually play at right back. Not sure how much he's going to do that. I have a feeling it won't be often, but we are actually quite covered at right back when you think about it. But before I talk about the squad depth anymore, we need to mention the next potential incoming signing in Eddie Nketiah. This one looks like it is pretty much, very much close to happening. That was a real mouthful. I could have just said it, one of those things. I could have just said it's close to happening. Now, of course, I mentioned in my last video that we're after both Eddie Nketiah and Santiago Jimenez. Jimenez we have been chasing for longer than Nketiah, seemingly. At least publicly we are aware of that. We put in a bid today. I'm recording this Wednesday for Jimenez, and Feyenoord rejected it. They want a lot more than the 26 million that we bid, which I think is probably expected when you look at his goal record. And I'm kind of pleased, because even though his record is a lot more prolific than Nketiah, he's quite an unproven player when it comes to playing in England. I mean, he's literally never played here. Nketiah isn't as prolific, like I say, but he's played at a high level, I'd say, at Arsenal, even as second choice striker, and he has scored goals. So surely he could score goals for us at a lower level. So I'm going to assume that the Jimenez deal is now over, because we have agreed terms, according to Fabrizio Romano and The Athletic as well, saying that we have agreed terms with Arsenal and Nketiah himself, and yeah, it's at the advanced stage. So this one could be pretty soon to be announced. Probably won't be available this weekend, I'll be surprised. Maybe if it's announced Thursday, for example, I'm not sure, but this looks like it's going to be the next one to come in. I've seen a few people, even Forest fans, not be too pleased about this, but I just think it's a Premier League proven striker, experience at this level, still 25 years of age. I think it could be what we need. I really do. And I don't think it's necessarily going to dislodge Chris Wood, because Chris Wood, for me, it's his place to lose. He is that important to us. If anything, it's Tyrell Warney now that should be concerned. I don't think Woody should be all that concerned. He's still going to get a lot of minutes. And one more player I want to talk about specifically, and this is quite a sad one really, Joe Wall. It looks like this is an end of an era when it comes to Joe. I'm really sad about this one because it looks like he has all but agreed to join Burnley in the Championship. I think that's a perfect move for him with Scott Parker in charge. An incredible manager when it comes to Championship level, not so much Premier League, but an unbelievable record of getting clubs up. Burnley have had an incredibly strong start this season in the Championship. They're going to be one of the absolute favourites to come back up. It seems perfect for Joe, and yeah, I'm sure he should surely play a lot of games, and obviously he's got experience at all ends of the Championship, and he's been promoted, so it should be a good move for him. I'm just gutted how it ended for him. 226 games for us, he scored 5 goals. In my opinion, you can badmouth him all you like. I know it turned sour at the end, and I'm sure he did do a few things that he'll regret. But for me, I only ever look back at Joe Wall with very fond memories and thank him for what he did at the club. That's just me. I'm sentimental about things, really. So, I think that's the same with a lot of people. He's been at the club for a very long time. He's done and seen a lot of things with us. So I really hope he does well at Burnley. So just to briefly recap the squad, obviously, goalkeeper, it's an area that I think some people are still going to question. For me, Matt Sells, it's his position to lose. I don't think it's a position we need to be focusing on right now. If you do that, in my opinion, we're overloading. If it's an issue in January, then we can absolutely address it then. But for me, I wouldn't be looking into it right now. Like I say, full-back I think is pretty much covered. I could see the need for a right-back. But again, I just don't want us to overload the squad. Okay, you need depth, but we've literally got 5 fullbacks at the club, and other players that can play there. I could see the need for a centre back because you've only got 4 with Joe Wall leaving. That is an area that I could see us going for if we're going to play a back 3. Only we're not really linked with anyone as such right now, and it's not really being spoken about that much either. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see how that one unfolds. Midfield is what I'm really interested in now though, because I think Yates, Dominguez, Sangara, Anderson, Gibbs White can obviously drop back too, and Nuno actually plays him further back because he never really did that under Steve Cooper. We're covered in midfield really, even with the injury to Danilo, as sad as and frustrating as that is for him and for us. I do feel we probably can survive without him. We can play Anderson there comfortably and Morgan. But I definitely could see us going in for somebody now. We've lost him for a long time. Even 3 months is quite a long gap. So I just fear we might do that. I won't be totally against it, but it's something that's in force really, isn't it? On the wings, we're looking really good, in my opinion. Okay, we don't know anything about Silva or Sosa. Particularly Sosa, it seems like a very exciting signing, and really hope it can relieve pressure on Hudson-Odoi and Alanga. Not necessarily dislodge them. I think they're both still crucial players to the team, but we've finally got a bit of depth on the wings, especially with Anderson being able to play there too. So yeah, I think we're looking really good with Moreno coming in, Nketiah imminent. Maybe I could see us bringing maybe one more defender. I could see a reason for that. I just don't think we should go much more than that, in my personal opinion. But let me know in the comments below what you think about all this. A lot going on. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please, of course, hit the like button, subscribe to Rads if you're new. Southampton this weekend, of course. Let's hope we can build on what was a not bad game against Bournemouth, but certainly one that we can definitely work on and do better at. So thank you for watching, everybody. Come on, you Reds.